Greetings, legendary readers. Welcome back to Larry's Legendary Library, where I explore science fiction, fantasy, and other bits and bobs. Today, I have got a bonus birthday book haul video. Normally, I publish my book haul videos on Sundays, but today's my birthday, and I got some books. And originally, I thought, well, I'll just haul them on the normal day, but I thought, no, let's just do a special video for my birthday. So let's jump in. Here's a couple bits and bobs. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Chaim Potok is how I pronounce it. My name is Asher Lev. I have read this before, don't have a copy anymore. Really enjoyed his books. So anyway, I picked it up for 50 cents. And this one's another 50-cent book, James Herriot, Every Living Thing, author of All Creatures Great and Small. And I read a lot of those books in that series, so picked that up. Got a Star Trek book for $1 at a thrift store. Enterprise, The First Adventure by Vonda and McIntyre. George R.R. Martin, A Feast for Crows, part of his series. His name escapes me. Song of Ice and Fire series. The Death Cure by James Dashner, part of the Maze Runner trilogy. I know Maze Runner was in a movie, which I saw and enjoyed. I haven't read the books yet. Stan Lee, A Trick of Light, and Kat Rosenfield. Stan Lee from, Marvel Comics. Ian M. Banks, an author that I've enjoyed. He has the Culture series, which I've started and not finished, but this one isn't part of the Culture series. It's called Transition. And then I got Science Fiction of the 1950s, edited by Martin Harry Greenberg and Joseph Olander. Let me just peek at what's in here. Preface by Frederick Pohl, John D. MacDonald, Chris Neville, Frederick Brown, and Mac Reynolds, Jack Vance, Fritz Leiber, Theodore Sturgeon, and others. And let's see, let me pull this one out, because I got this one at a thrift store for 50 cents, and the rest of these are something else. I got a Daw Yellowspine, A.E. Van Vogt, The Silky. It is number 465, so glad to pick that up for 50 cents. And then Amazing Stories, September 1962, the month before I was born. On the back, it's got a quote from one of the stories inside. I reeled, shocked and alone inside my skull. The brain loomed, dark and untenanted now. And it's from A Trace of Memory, which was by Keith Laumer. And so that's the image on the back and the quote. So that was $3. It was half off at a antique store. Same with this one, Astounding Science Fiction, September 1949. It's got The Double-Dyed Villains by Poul Anderson. But these are both in really good shape for their age, 1949, goodness. It's got the Poul Anderson story, Arthur C. Clarke, L. Sprague de Camp, and others. And then Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Mastermind of Mars. Jack Vance, The Languages of Poe. And then Ron Goulart, Gadget Man. And then the rest of these are AceDoubles. I picked up 2 of them at the antique store I went to today, and the others I bought in a lot off of eBay, but got them all today. Off Center by Damon Knight, and The Rithian Terror by Damon Knight. So I like the AceDoubles do a really good job on their cover art for the most part. And I guess I should tell you the number. That was M113. This is F187, Legend of Lost Earth by G. MacDonald Wallace, and Alpha Centauri or Die by Lee Brackett. And then the rest of these are in that BookHaul. I'd say they're around $3 each. More than I usually spend on paperbacks, but, you know, I guess I wanted to splurge. We, the Venusians by John Rackham. This is AceDouble M127. The Water of Thought by Fred Saberhagen. And that looks like a Frank Herbert sandworm, doesn't it? Or at least kind of. AceDouble M101, The Secret of Senharet by Lee Brackett. Very cool cover, I think. And People of the Talisman, Lee Brackett. M101. And then Eye of the Monster, Andre Norton, and Sea Siege, Andre Norton. This is F147. I'm slowly picking up a collection of these AceDoubles. I probably have maybe 20 or so now. This one is H29. The Road to the Rim, A. Bertram Chandler, and The Lost Millennium by Walt and Lee Richmond. And I felt like these were all in pretty good shape. No Time for Heroes, Sam J. Lundwall. Very cool cover. This one is AceDouble number 58880. And then Alice's World by Sam J. Lundwall. Kind of a take on Alice in Wonderland, I take it. Anthropole by Louis Trumbull. This one's H59. And The Time Mercenaries, Philip E. High. Invader on My Back by Philip E. High. This is AceDouble H85. And Destination Saturn, David Grinnell and Lynn Carter. Another cool cover. And then Code Duello by Mac Reynolds, AceDouble H103. The Age of Ruin by John M. Fawcett. The Mask of Chaos by John Jakes, and The Star Virus by Barrington J. Bailey, Ace Double number 78400. The Jester at Scar by E.C. Tubb, and To Venus, David Grinnell, Ace Double number 81610. The Anything Tree by John Rackham, and The Winds of Darkover by Marion Zimmer Bradley, which I already own that as a standalone novel, but I didn't have it in the Ace Double. So, and this is Ace Double number 89250. Another cool cover there. Rendezvous on a Lost World by A. Bertram Chandler, and The Door Through Space by Marion Zimmer Bradley, Ace Double number 15890. Ipomoea, however you say it, by John Rackham. The Brass Dragon, Marion Zimmer Bradley, Ace Double number 37250. The Singing Stones by Juanita Colson, and Dare I by E.C. Tubb, Ace Double H77. And Email Petaja, or Petaha, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Seed of the Dreamers, and Brian M. Stableford, The Blind Worm, Ace Double number 06707. The Tower of Medusa by Lynn Carter, and Car Kabbalah, George H. Smith, Ace Double number 42900. Well, that is my bonus birthday book haul. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Which of these have you read? Which ones would you recommend that I jump into to push it to the top of my TBR? Thank you so much for watching, and stay legendary.